Hey, what's up, guys? I am in the shop this week. Hopefully, I will be very productive this week. So I want to try to get a few projects started. Usually, I don't like to do that, but I've got other things coming up that I need to prepare for. And so, one thing that I'm looking at here on my table is I've got this old rocking chair. This is my old rocking chair from when I was a little kid. So I took it apart. It was like that, and it was just barely hanging on. So I took the nails. It had nails in it right in here. So I took that out. It's got metal banding on it around the edge and some on the back. And this thing looks like it's made out of like an old whiskey barrel or something. I'm not sure. I mean, it's small, so I'm not certain that that's what it is, but it's cracked in a couple of places. So I'm thinking maybe I can glue those pieces back together, clamp it real good, and then add in a filler piece for this. Somehow, I'm not sure because, or I might be able to keep this piece. It's just got several holes in it. I can just, I guess, maybe nail it or screw it in some different places other than what's gone, obviously. But maybe I can keep that. We'll see. This is the seat. This is the original fabric, had like this print on it. And I guess at some point in time it was recovered with this. So I'll probably take all that off, take the foam out, redo the foam, maybe reuse this wood if it's worth saving. But I know I'll have to cut a new piece for this. This is pretty busted up. I think this busting caused this whole thing to start coming apart. So the side pieces look pretty good, with the exception of that one piece is kind of broken off. So I'm thinking maybe I can keep the sides. And I don't know where my parents got this thing, but I don't know whoever made this. I guess they wrote on here as they were, I don't know if that's, I don't know what those measurements are, those numbers. It could be measurements, they could be their finances at the time. I don't know, but that's kind of cool. I want to save this, try to save these two pieces. This will hardly be seen, so I can try to make this a new piece and hopefully keep everything else the same, with the exception of the fabric and the foam. So I don't know. My mom just asked me if I could redo it a long time ago, and I just let it go. So it's in pretty bad shape. So hopefully I can bring some life back to it and then just kind of set it up as a piece to look at. My youngest son possibly could still use this. He's 3, so he might be able to sit in it once I get it going and use it for a little bit. Who knows? So if nothing else, I could pass it down. If it makes it that far, I could pass it down to grandkids or whatever. But that's a ways down the road. So anyway, that is one of the projects that I'm going to be working on. I've got another project that I'm going to be starting. I've got several that I'm going to be doing. I've got an organization type thing in the carport that I want to be able to put together for the kids to be able to park their bikes and their scooters, because our carport, it just stays a mess. So we need something out there for them to be able to use, and they've got a lot of like footballs and basketballs and soccer balls and that kind of thing. So I want to come up with something out there that's useful, that they can have a place for their stuff. That's another project. And then of course the bench with the fire pit and all that, I want to get it going. Of course I won't be able to do all these in 1 week or 2 or whatever, but so I just want to be able to get my thoughts together. I tell you one project that I'm really leaning towards, and that is a farmhouse table. So a farmhouse table is high on my list to make for my personal home, my personal house. So that is definitely in the works. And I want to try to go in the route of some rough cut pine, and I want to try to do buy some untreated 4x4 legs and do a little bit of turning and try to duplicate those legs. And then the rest of it will be rough cut pine, and the aprons and all will be rough cut pine. Of course, cleaned up, but so for the most part, the whole thing can be made out of pine, but not like dimensional lumber or anything, just rough cut stuff. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I really want to start that, and then also to make a bench for that table, and maybe some mismatched chairs. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. So, all right, guys. That's pretty much all I've got for today. Today was the solar eclipse, and so we're not in the path of totality, or however you say that. So we didn't get to see the moon on in front of the sun, but it did get a little bit dark outside, and so it kind of looked like it was crazy looking. So we didn't notice it getting the light dimmed, so to speak. And so I made a viewing box out of a cereal box, or a viewing apparatus out of a cereal box. And what we did was, you're supposed to trace out the shape of the box, the cereal box, on a piece of paper, cut that out, stick it down in the bottom of the box on the inside, and then on the top you cut out 2 holes. One of those holes you cover in tinfoil with a small hole in it. The other hole you're looking in, and so you're facing away from the sun, and the hole over here with the tinfoil over it that's got the small hole poked in it, that is facing the sun. So the reflection, or the sun is shining in that little bitty hole, and you're looking at the piece of paper on the inside of the box, the reflection. So you can see it's real small, the light on the inside of the box, and it's got like a little bitty part of that you can tell where the moon is, and so it's kind of cool. So you can just kind of see the shape of what's going on and at the actual sun or whatever. We didn't have any glasses or anything. If I'd have been smart, I would have used my welding mask, and I did not think of that, and that was all on me, and so I missed my chance with that. But we did get to look at it through the little cereal box viewer or whatever, so that was kind of cool. And but anyway, if any of you guys saw it, or if you're in that path of it and you saw the thing, or you got pictures or whatever, post pictures and tag me. I'd love to see them. So comment down below if you saw it, what it looked like, what state or city you're in or whatever. So it's just really, really cool that we're part of history, So, all right, guys, that's all I got for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Later.